What up, world is Mac? Tell me something slick and make it stick. Yes, sir. I'm back again for another exciting episode, man. I had to get some more Midwest love, man. Hey, it's something about when me and my Midwesterners meet. It's always a treat, man. Hey, I got none other in the building, man. I got a family man first and foremost, God fearing man.
Yes, sir.
But I got an actor, I got an author,
Yes, sir.
I got a
Yes, sir.
comedian, a
Come on, man.
businessman, a
Come on, man.
musician. Man,
Come
I
on,
got an
man.
all around go getter and hustler, man. I got my man Joseph MD Polk in the building, man. Mr. Godsent, how you feeling, baby?
Man, I'm blessed, man. Highly favored, man. Hey, once you say the name Mr. Godson, it said by itself, you know? That sums it up. You feel me?
That's it. Well, listen, y'all. Sit back, sit tight. Go get your cigar, get your drink, whatever you do to unwind, because you about to hear a great episode right here. You might hear some comedy. You might hear a little music. You just never know what's happening. Cigar Chaps and Matt. We'll be back in a second.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back. Man, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now if you ain't already. Hit that like button because you already like this as it is. My God, man, how you feeling, baby? Tell me something slick
Man,
and make it stick today.
listen, man, I'm blessed. I'm highly favored. I'm motivated. I'm always on go. You know, if you don't know, you know now. Hey, everything I got the green light. Hey, I be telling them, hey, Mac, I be telling them, listen, man, I'm like Golden State. Fourth quarter, everybody got the green light. You feel me?
Hey, everybody shooting that thing, baby.
Everybody. As soon as you touch it, just let it go.
My God. Well, listen, man, what I want to do, I'm proud of where you at now, but I want to take it back to the beginning because I want the people to really understand your journey because in everybody's journey, there's something for everybody else to grab. There's golden nuggets, there's different jewels that help you become who you are right now, man. So let's take it back from the beginning in the early days of Michigan, man. Tell me a little bit about that childhood, man, and kind of what it was like for you growing up, bro.
Man, born and raised Saginaw, Michigan. You know, East Side, 10th Street, all the drama, all the excitement. You know, right off Burton Cherry. You know, it's all love. And then when crack hit, it got the mayhem. You
Yeah.
know, then like 9, 10 years old, bro. We was on the block. Me and my
Yeah.
mans. Me and my cousins, we jumped off the porch, bro. Like 9, 10 years old. Got my first apartment, probably 10, 11, on the corner of 4th and Burke. And
Mm-hmm.
oh man, like it went left, but it was still love and progress. You started seeing more and more drama, homicide, and I lived, survived through it. Been to juvenile, been to jail, been to prison, uh, been to college, graduated from high school,
Mm.
went to medical school. Man, it's a blessing journey, man.
Wow. Bro, that's a lot to unpack. We can't speak because it's a lot of jewels in that right there. We got to unpack a little bit to let the people understand it. Now, you said jump off the porch, got in the game early, you and your man's now. Been the juvenile. Now, let's talk about that period right there. When you went to juvenile, man, what were some of the things that made you kind of say, you know what, this shit right here, dog, I gotta change my life? Or was it juvenile or was it later in prison? Which one of those, where did that thought process, I gotta do something else, come in at?
With juvenile, man, I was running with some older cats. We was called MHC, money,
Okay.
hoes, and clothes. With some older cats that was already hustling. You feel me? So they took a liking to a little young cat. I
Yes,
had
sir.
to, I guess I had float. You know what I mean? So they taught me how to bag it, how to puff it, how
Yeah.
to whip it.
Mm-hmm.
Got the hustle. Them. Then we got the little cousin crew. Everybody have a little cousin crew. Bunch of us little running around. Learn how to
Yeah.
handle those tools. Learn, we scrapping every day. The game. How
Mm-hmm.
when dogs we played the 500. You know,
Yeah.
Ben Diesel 500. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
We played.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got to walk you home or whatever. We gonna fight. So we fought every
Hey.
day. Um,
Mm-hmm.
then we got you know, stick up kids and all that. Going to stores, catching people coming out. You know, kick dough in the hood,
Yeah.
feed nigga dogs. You know, little sleeping medicine, run up in they traps. You know what I mean? We was wilding.
Yeah.
Went to juvenile, strong arm robbery.
Mm.
Got out. You know, I still was in school, still doing my thing, man. Still trying to stay in school. Juvenile, got the junior high, still wilding. Went to jail quite a few times, man.
Mm.
Whooping on some whooping on some neighborhood gang members. You
Yeah.
know, still robbing, still kick doing, still jacking cars. Um, had my first kid in high school.
Mm.
Got to high school, man. It was I was doing me like at full fledged. You know what I mean?
That's
I had
right.
a dance group. I had a dance group. We had a little dance group called Freak Masters. That's when niggas started hating on Mo. You feel me? Because all the chicks out way, we already got the money. You know what I mean?
So
We
you niggas
already
had money and you niggas had moves. Goddamn.
and we about the drama. So you know, is we well rounded. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then you know when once they figured they couldn't, you know, once they figured they couldn't rock with us on these right here, you feel me? They wanted to get the pulling the tools, and we already
With that.
trained on how to use the tool by the older cats in the hood. You
Yeah.
know, learn how to get money. We running, you know, that's when like Fourth and Kurt, they popping, they selling big, you know, they selling that work. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they doing their thing, Bird Street, you know, doing their thing. We all wilding in the hood. I caught a couple, you know, shooting cases, got sent up.
Mm.
Had 3 scholarships, basketball, soccer, swimming. Yeah,
Whoa,
yeah,
whoa, 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 whoa. So wait a minute. You get money and
yeah,
you dancing like Usher on niggas. And you ran
yeah.
this motherfucker playing basketball on them?
Basketball, soccer, swimming, had a educational scholarship from because I had the Upward Bound program. So we going to school 6 days out the week. We going to school on Saturdays with the Upward Bound, bro. I ain't getting no sleep. I'm all about this hustle. You know what I mean? I'm all about this life. I can't sleep. I blink and that's enough rest for me. You feel me? So you feel me? So you know,
Yes, sir.
I had a basketball scholarship, man, for Ferris State. I had a swimming scholarship for U of M. I had a soccer scholarship for Anderson University. Um, then you know, I was moving, man, and once I caught my shooting case, man, I caught a 10 murder case. You know, time catch up with you. You feel me?
That's a fact.
It'll
That's a
catch
fact.
up with you. And that
Yes, sir.
life will catch up with you. I
Yes,
caught a
sir. You
10
can't
murder.
outrun. Yes, sir.
My son was born like two and a half weeks.
Mm.
Yeah. So you know I'm hurt. You feel me? My son was born 2.5 weeks after I caught my son was born, I caught my case. They set me down for like 5 to 10. And I'm like, uh, I gotta get this shit together. You feel me? I'm moving and I'm living way too fast. I gotta get it together. So
That's it.
I started praying and meditating and
Come on.
studying, man. I'm
Come on.
asking God for forgiveness for what I was
Come on.
doing, and you
Come
know,
on.
and I was blind. It was blind leading the blind. It's a bunch of young niggas, you know, a bunch of little young cats, man. You know, a bunch of little young G's on the block, and we was leading each other the wrong way, man. And I'm sitting there, I'm praying, and God showing me, and God showing me, and God showing me, and God talking to me, and God talking to me,
Mm-hmm.
and God walking with me, and God walking with me.
Mm.
I couldn't number get it right. I
Come
couldn't
on
get
now.
number, man. So when I came home, I'm telling cats in the joint that I'm with, like my man's in them. I'm telling them, like, look, bro, when I get home, I'm finna get to this modeling. I'm finna get
Mm.
to, you know, personal training. I'm finna get
Mm.
the act. I'm finna
Mm.
get to my music. I got to get to me. You feel me? So when I got home, man, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of dibble dabble back in the
Cool.
mischief, but
Yeah, yeah.
my prayers was answered because God was still talking to me like, hey, remember what you said.
And what you told me now.
Remember what you told me.
Yes,
I
sir.
spared your through these, and then like on some real shit, Matt. I was walking one night, and I'm
Mm.
in the middle of mischief. You feel me?
Right.
I out the whip. I'm double, I'm tooled up, and I'm about to go. Real talk, I'm about to go put in some work.
Yeah.
And I'm walking and God talked. I'm blowing though. You feel me? I'm chiefing. Yeah.
Big time. Yes, sir.
God talking to me. I know I'm finna go do wrong, but God say, okay, all right, let's do this. And like, how you can go outside yourself for a minute, but it seemed like you was outside yourself for hours.
Yes, sir.
And I hit the corner and I seen like this funeral, but it's my funeral. Yeah.
Ooh, it's deep.
It's my funeral. And I'm like, damn.
Wow.
Turned around, bro. Turned around and went to the crib.
God, he showed you what was going to happen.
Yeah.
If you go any step further, you go do what you want to do. This is what your fate going to be.
Wow. Seeing my mama crying, my son crying, my daddy crying, my family crying. Whoa. Okay, no, okay, all right. Let me go on and sit back. So I sat back, man. I went to medical school. Ooh. Man, I just got it. I just had to get it right the best I can, man. What you see, man, this ain't even me, man. It's all God work, bro. Everything you see before you, bro, this all God. This ain't me.
Nah, man. Now you see why I made you slow down and get in that, because see, that's what people don't know. Everybody can see you on the screen. We see your music. We see all these glorious things and the blessings, but I want the testimony. See, because we see the rewards of you being faithful. But what you said, a key thing. I sat down. I had took my ass down. My son coming out. He coming into the world. I'm going out. And that was that moment that made you sit, hold on, I got to change some things up. And you was real. You wasn't saying, hey, I went cold turkey. I still came home, was a little bit on the bullshit a little bit.
Yeah. See, and then this how you know when God talking to you, because my man's, we highway, we 75. You know what I mean? Yes, north and south. We 75 north and south. You feel me?
I'm already knowing.
So when mine is always God gonna show you right before it happens.
Come on, Joseph. Talk to him.
Then my man's them getting locked up. They getting 10, 20 life. All the right. Yeah.
They were giving them football sentences. They weren't playing around.
Because they know what circle we was in. You feel me? And my cuz, we supposed to made a trip. He ain't come get me. But I'm dibbling dabbling. You feel me?
Right.
We supposed to made a trip. He ain't come get me. He decided to do something different. He get jammed up for 15.
Ooh. So Cuzzo got 15.
Got that snow in the car.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Big blizzard.
Yeah, he ain't come get me. So when he didn't come get me, I'm blowing him up like, God. Next thing I know, somebody hit me up like, hey, dog got jammed up. What?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Then, two of my bros get killed. My other bro, two more of my bros get life. Just so happened I'm at the crib with my kids and my wife.
See that? You see that?
I say, okay. I say, I hear you, God. I hear you. Because I have been praying. I have seriously been praying. I've been going to my little prayer closet. Like, look, God, take everything around me that you don't want me to have. Take everything around me that I don't need it. Because I need to serve you. I know I do. But I'm stuck in this fleshly life. And it's good to me. I feel like it's good to me, but I know you better. So show me different. If you can't show me different, and this just the honest God truth, Mac. If you ain't gonna show me different, God, I'm gonna fuck up everything you build. I'm gonna fuck up your whole plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm about to go this way. Yeah.
I'm about to go this way. Yeah. I'm about to go back to my youngin' days. You feel me? And God say, okay, let me take your man's them from around you, and those that time is right now for them to come home to me. I'm gonna bring them home to me, but I'm gonna show you. Ooh. Yeah, and ain't nothing you can do. Ain't nothing you can do. Nothing you can do, man.
Joseph, that's deep, bro. We see now that's a lot to unpack, man. But the thing that I want to highlight is here you are as a man, even in wrong, you was a praying man. See, I want people to understand God don't use perfect people. He ain't every man I ever read about was flawed. He used David,
Come on, man.
Joseph,
Yeah. Woo.
everybody. Moses was a killer. Everybody was a flawed man he ever used.
He ain't
Paul
gonna use
was
God ain't gonna use a perfect man. If
on,
God used a perfect man, then what God got to show you? Because that person already was perfect.
Ooh, okay, so you about to take it now. You about to take it to Bible study today. They
I
weren't ready for that.
Because I'm Joseph. I'm Joseph. I'm a man of many colors, which means I can talk to any nation.
Come on, preacher. Talk to him.
Come on, man. Come on.
My man. My man. So
Yeah.
those you got to the point, bro. God showed you the sign. You got yourself back in school. You aligned with the wife. You got the kids. Now I kind of want to branch out a little bit. You got the modeling thing and all these things. When did you say, hey, you know what? I want to take a step towards acting. I want to, because you got so many different gifts. Which one did you plant your foot in and say, I'm gonna go this way, and then open up the doors for the other ones?
So my mom, my mother, beautiful queen, love her to death. You know what I mean? The strongest woman I know. I
That's right.
love, cherish,
Shout out, mom.
and she model. My mother used to model when I was younger. So yeah. My mother used to model when I was young, and I remembered those days. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
sitting around, a young guy. I'm 4, 5, 6 years old. All the women changing clothes around me. I'm like,
Shit,
oh, hey,
that's heaven to me. Hey, Joseph, I've been right there looking down like, God damn, mama. I like this
hey,
party, mama.
and they come around, they kissing on me. You're gonna be
Yeah.
a killer when you get out. I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean? Just give me some more
Yeah.
grapes. Give me some more
Yeah.
grapes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when my mom used to model, I modeled with her when I came home from prison. The first time I ever modeled with my mother, we modeled out in Pontiac, and
Okay.
I liked it, so I got into it. And a guy at the church, I think his last name was White or something like that. A
Okay.
brother, his last White, he had a photography thing,
Okay.
and he introduced me to these modeling people out in Detroit. And I'm like, cool. So then one of the model guys asked me, have I ever act? One of the designers asked me, have I ever act, because I have the charisma for it. I'm like, no, but I really want to do it,
Okay.
So
Okay.
he put me with some people that do plays. I did a play. Well, my first play was when I was in elementary. I was Martin Luther King, and I loved the way the crowd reacted. So I was like, one day I'm an MC, I'm gonna control the crowd, and I really
Okay.
liked it. So back to that moment, and once I started doing plays, I'm like, wow, I can do this. You know what I mean? My guy, I did a movie, Broken Covenant. It's on Tubi. It's on
Yes, sir.
Amazon.
Yes, sir.
Martell Taylor One Production. I did my first movie with Martell, Broken Covenant. Then we just did In a Split Second, which is also on those outlets. I was actually doing the play. I was actually like one of the guys that they read the line with, that pick the characters. And I'm there and I'm like, yeah, okay. So Martell and his homeboy Skip was like, bro, didn't you used to act? Because I had took some time off. I was going through a divorce, separation all the time. So I took some time off to myself.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. He was like, won't you be the main character in the play?
Okay.
Oh, okay, cool. But then he made play a movie. I said, okay, let's go. And from there, I've been doing my thing, man. But music always been a part of my life, man. My dad, him and his brother, they used to play with James Brown.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Mr. Godfather. Oh, wait a minute, man. You say James Brown like that,
Yeah.
like we just go speed past that.
For Steve James, my uncle played with James Brown. I think he played the bass or something. And my dad had his own band, and he was a singer when I was younger. So it comes natural, you know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah. And I love music. So music I use music as a scapegoat and therapy. And
Okay.
I use acting as something because I love acting. I love being creative. I love doing that. And comedy, man, it's just I'm just that type of guy, dude. I just like to make people laugh, smile, and joke.
Now let's break. Let's take a minute for okay. I got the acting. Now let's talk
Right.
about the music, man. So you always love like hip hop? Was it R&B or is all things music?
It's all music. All
Okay.
music, man. Because music to me, man, is therapy, is
Yes, sir.
healing,
Yes, sir.
and it's something that taps into your soul, man.
Okay.
Music taps into your soul. It can change your moods
So
from
can.
different songs that you listen to. And I listen to music, not just the sound. I listen to lyrics. Because
Mm.
instrumentals have lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
So an instrumental, it'll tell you what you need to say.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Listen to an instrumental and you'll be like, man, that don't say the same thing it don't say the same thing to me that it probably say to Jeezy or somebody else.
Come on
You
now.
know what I mean? But it says something different to me, and I'm gonna put on the track what it says to me. So music always been a part of me, man.
My dog.
Cause I was a
Now,
dancer. I had my dance group.
this guy here, man. No wonder why niggas was hating on you. Hey, and then you had a nerve to be a light skinned nigga. Now you know we already got it hard. Now you know what Joseph. Now you know we got it hard out the gate. You gonna do all the Anthony yellow nigga and I got that. I love it though. I do love it though.
Man, look though, look yellow nigga, look light skinned nigga, and he can dance, but he can
Boy,
but he can fight too though. You feel
hey,
me? And
hey,
he with smoke.
hey. Well, we had to be. Cause niggas gonna test us. We had to be. All
Oh
day.
yeah, cause them dark skinned brothers was coming.
Hey, ever since New Jack City, they thought they could take us. I said, okay, bring your ass on, try this shit over here if you want to. This ain't gonna go the way Nino did it. This ain't gonna
This
go the
ain't
way Nino did, old boy.
this ain't what you want, nigga.
Let's talk about, man. Let's get a little bit deeper to your music personally, bro. Now, you have, I know you got music on YouTube. Let's talk
Mhm.
about your career and where you trying to take it. Cause I want the people to get this because you really lived the life and not some goddamn body that's rapping about some bullshit they ain't never did. You lived it, been there, done it, got the t-shirt, the hat, and the testimony. What is your message in your music that you trying to push and convey, Joseph?
So from the jump, I always just wanted to get the negative energy off my chest, but I
Ooh.
always wanted to put a message in it because you have to find an outlet to get the negative energy off you. So I want the negative energy off me, and then like this like the realest, this like one of the realest things. And then I know you gonna jump right into it because it's the realest thing that I really had to tell somebody. And I went to therapy.
Me too.
Black man, we got to go to therapy.
Hey, bro, I
No,
sit
what
my
you
ass
go.
down and man.
So I stopped music to pursue my acting, like to really do my acting. Like I really didn't want to do music nowhere because it took me into a place that I really didn't want to be.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I can give you the message. I can give you a righteous message. But
Okay.
I'd rather give you that street message that's gonna say, they gonna tell you a lie
I'm gonna tell you the
about
truth.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen.
Come
If
on,
you
Joseph.
pull up, if you pull up and you dump all, the repercussions is your man's them gonna deal with it, your family gonna deal with it. It ain't gonna never stop because you done something that's probably just like you. You ain't the only one got the same feeling and the killer instinct like you. There's somebody else out there like you. And they ain't gonna stop. You ain't gonna stop. And they gonna do everything it's gonna take to get you right.
Ooh.
So let's get that off of us. Let me get that off of me, and then let me give you the real message. See, I'm gonna give you a right message in the chorus, but in the lyrics, you're gonna hear street, you're gonna hear
Mm-hmm.
gospel, you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna hear knowledge,
I
you're gonna
love it.
hear raw, and
Yes, sir.
you're gonna hear don't fuck with me because I'm really trying to be a good nigga And I'm just really trying to give you a message not to do something different than what I was doing.
See what you doing, Joseph? You putting the medicine inside the message. Like, you know what I mean? You got the medicine inside the candy. Because if you just offer niggas a medicine, I don't want no goddamn medicine. But if you put it inside the candy, a nigga, before he know it, he done goddamn put that candy in his mouth. He like, wait a minute, now this shit is starting to make me feel better. Yeah, nigga, because it's some medicine in that candy.
Like on one of my songs called Tuned In, it's called really On Go. It's this how you supposed to feel when you living by the seat of your pants. I took a break to be a parent and helping the ambulance. See, I took a break, the parent, and I worked in the medical field. So I helped the ambulance. I do all type of stuff, vitals, blood work, all that shit. Help the ambulance. You know what I mean? But it came back. It sparked from the cause of a death and then ignited. See, when my daughter died, my daughter, she had just turned 20. One of my youngest daughters. My youngest daughter, she had just turned 20 and her boyfriend killed her. Because she was, yeah. And it like real shit, it sparked that old shit. And I had to go get help because I knew where I was going.
I knew I would have went. I knew hey, you a strong man. Because I knew when you said that, I'm already knowing you might as well put me behind the walls. Because I know me.
Come on, man. Listen, man. I'm not strong. God's strong.
Okay.
God. Now I'm gonna tell you why, though. I'm gonna tell you why without telling you why. Because I was on it. I was on it.
I know you was.
I was tooled up.
Yes, sir.
I was oiled up. I was smoked up, and I pulled up.
Ready.
And when locked and loaded. And when I pulled up, somebody else pulled up. Somebody I would never imagine in my whole life pulled up and saved my life and theirs. And told me go home. And then my cousin called. That's why I love my cousin Chuck. You know what I mean? My cousin Chuck called like, cuz, I just heard what happened. Where you at? I'm right here. No, cuz. Right. And this is what he told me. This some real shit. Cuz say, cuz, the city and the hood love you. And you doing too much to show us that we can do something different. Don't do that. Don't do that. Now, because now everything you did is in vain. Now from you changing your life, you going to school, I got my GED in prison, got my high school diploma when I came home from prison, got a college associate, I got my medical degree, and then I'm acting. They see me on TV, they see me modeling, they see me doing he's like, cuz everything you do that showed us we can do something different, you gonna fuck it up.
Come on now, Joe. Come on.
You gonna fuck it up. She see you. She know what you would do. She know what you would do. She see you. But do something different, cuz. For me, do something different. My mama, my wife, my kids are like, we need you. We need you.
That's heavy, boy. That's heavy.
It's heavy. It was heavy. It was heavy. It was heavy. Heavy. Now, and it wasn't crying because, and then like real shit, I wasn't crying because she was gone. Most of it was because she was gone. Yeah, I was crying because I can't get back, and I known to get back.
When you built a certain way, you know how you built. You understand what I'm saying? And but that's why it's a testimony, because if you wasn't a fighter by nature, it wouldn't be a testimony. But that's God's grace saying, I know you built like that, but my mercy and grace gonna restrain you, man. Boy, that's a story right there.
I'm gonna say if you built like this though. I want you to be built like this though, because your testimony is gonna save somebody else's life. Your livelihood is gonna save somebody else's life. That's what this about. This about laboring to save lives, man. What you think Jesus the Christ came and walked the earth for? To save lives.
Come on now.
That's what man is here for, to help save lives, man. So you finna save a lot of people's lives. Now I ain't gonna suck it up, bite it up, come talk to me on it every day.
Yeah.
Pray and talk to me every day, even harder now. Yeah, man.
Brother,
yeah.
Man, I have so much respect and admiration for that, brother, because I just know me how it would take nothing but the grace of God to keep me off of niggas'
That's
ass,
it.
man.
This ain't me. That's why I always tell you, this ain't me.
I know it ain't, because I know it wouldn't be me.
Man.
I know it wouldn't be me. I know it wouldn't. I wouldn't take, hey, Joseph, I wouldn't take none of his glory. None of it.
No, what glory?
Exactly. My man.
What?
Exactly.
Listen, man, God pulled up and said, hey, look, bro, I had the tool out. 1 foot out the door.
Get ready to step out the car, though.
I'm out the door.
He say out the door. What you mean? Out the door.
Pulled up at the house, tool out, both of them, one on my back, both two in my hand, and the dude pulled up and say, "Hey, man, I'm here for." Oh no, man, come on, don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, you can't beat God's timing, boy.
And he had all right to call the police on me. He had all right to call the police because he worked for him.
And man, didn't even call the police.
Didn't even call the police, so that's how I knew it was God. Didn't even call the police. God and my daughter. My daughter sitting on God's lap saying, "Look at him. Look at him."
Give my daddy grace.
Please give my daddy some grace, cause he come. I know he coming. I know my daddy. I know he coming.
Come on, man. Come on, Joseph.
Dude say, "Dog, don't do. Come on, man. Let me help you go home." Matter of fact, he got me on the phone and said, "Call your peoples." Made me call my mom on FaceTime and say he a good dude, good father. Cause if it was me, I'd have did the same thing. But
that's right.
I'm gonna show him home. Show me the way home, man.
My brother. And you here to talk about it today, bro. As a testimony.
Right? Somebody else's life.
Joseph, let's go back to something that we don't talk about men in our community. You mentioned, let's talk about mental health. Let's talk about therapy. Let's talk about because I'm from the south side of Chicago. So I already know what I grew up seeing.
I done visited there a bunch of times. Yeah.
Exactly. So you already know, same thing as Saginaw. It's a little bit bigger. That's all it is. Ain't same shit. Same shit. So all the stuff that we see, the PTSD, the dead bodies, the shootings, all that shit's not normal, and we compartmentalize it. Me growing up without my mother, my father, experiencing child abuse, all these egregious things we experience in these fucked up environments from whence we come from. Bro, you don't realize, and I know you're gonna get to your story, how much shit we compartmentalize and how much stuff haunts us until we sit down and unpack all of that trauma. So take me through what made you say, you know what, let me go talk to somebody and get me some help. And then what are the benefits you got from it, bro?
Man, I was in the shower, man. And I love like water. I'm a Virgo, so I love water.
I'm a Virgo too, bro, by the way.
The purity of the
yes,
water,
sir.
man.
Yes, sir.
Because a lot, that's something different. We'll talk about that different. That's a different aspect. But I believe that God sends blessings and relates to us through water because it has no weight. It has no boundary. Okay. It's like space. Space has no weight. Water has no space, has no weight. But I just found myself taking a shower, man, 5-6 times a day just to scream, just to cry.
That's right.
And one day my wife and my mom was like, you need to go get some help, because I was snapping on everybody and I knew at any moment, I'm a blow. Yeah, I'm a blow. I know at any moment I'm a blow. So I called one of my bros, Javon. I called my bro Javon. I was like, man, I need some help. You know what I mean? And he was like, he one of my main brothers that pray for me. He my brother. And he one that always pray for me, man. And we he hooked me up. His pops was a therapist, a minister and a therapist, and that's what I needed. Yes, and I would sit and talk to him, man, and it was a weight off me, because you don't understand, our coping mechanism with what we go through, smoke, drink, fuck it. But we don't know how much that's compacting on our shoulders. And you know what I mean? Because it's not normal for us to grow up like that.
Talk to him, Joseph.
Feel me? It's not normal for you to grow up. And I'm talking to the masses of young men, middle-aged men, and guys my age. You know what I mean? older men, it's not normal for you to grow up in a neighborhood that constantly shoot at each other. It's not normal to grow up in a neighborhood to see your parents smoke drugs and do drugs and run the streets and leave you in a household for 3-4 weeks at a time. You might not even see him no more. I'm gonna tell you, man, my mother, and I love my mother because not just because the Bible say love and honor and respect thy mother, thy father.
Yes,
I
sir.
love my mom on a whole different level because she dropped me and my sister off at my grandma's house when she could have just left us.
Okay.
She
Okay.
said, listen, I got a problem and I don't know how to deal with it.
Okay.
But I'm gonna take you somewhere that somebody, I'm gonna take you to somebody that I know will protect you until I get my life back right.
Come on, mama.
And she my grandma's house.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
That's the best. And listen, man. So it's not normal for us as young black men to go through what we go through and have this outlook on life like, fucking nigga, I'm out here. No, we got to go get help and deal with that so we
Come
can
on,
be a
preacher.
better person, not just in society, but a better person to ourselves.
Come on,
Because
Joe.
that's gonna bring your immune system down, which gonna cause diseases to even take over your body. And then it's gonna cause you
Ooh.
heart disease even more from the poison that United States or America give it to you anyway. Now you
Okay.
sick in the head, you sick in your body, you sick in your skin. You ain't most of us most guys that's 40, 50 years old ain't got no teeth, skin toe up. You know what I mean? They ain't taking care, they sloppy. They ain't do, because they haven't learned to deal with what we were going through in life because we think it's normal.
Come
It's
on,
not
Joseph.
normal.
Come on, preacher.
You got to think about your mental health, man. I work out. So I work out, man. I work out. I swim. I jog. I talk. I walk. I meditate. Whatever it takes for me to keep my peace.
You better say that.
Because
Better
if you
say it.
can't keep your, if you're not happy and you're not at peace, your home will never be at happy and at
Whoa, 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 whoa.
not
20-second timeout. We can't speed past that. Say that one more time about peace. If what?
if you don't have your peace, your home won't be at peace.
You better say it again, preacher.
One more time. If you're not at peace, nothing around you will be at peace. It is
Nothing.
utter chaos. And then you gonna and then on top of that, Mac, check this out, Mac. On top of that, you gonna departmentalize it,
Mm,
huh?
mm.
You gonna push it over here and say, okay, I'm good, I'll deal with that later. But you don't know that's still compounding. And then look, as you keep putting it there and it's compounding and compounding, and you building, and then you got tension in your shoulders, you got tension in your chest, you got
Yes, sir.
tension in your head, but you
Yes,
gonna
sir.
smoke. You
Yes,
gonna
sir.
smoke weed, smoke a cigarette, you gonna vape, and that's more poison adding on to it. So then when it's time for you to snap, can't nothing stop you
Ooh,
because you never learned to deal with it.
my man. What is heavy, boy? You about to help some lives with that one, boy. Yeah.
You, I'm just telling my story. I can't tell
Yeah.
you what somebody else. I'm telling you my story.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? I'm
Yes,
I'm
sir.
I'm being 1 million, man. You got to deal. You got, man. Your mental health is more important than getting money. You can't get. Watch this, man. Watch this. Say something slick that'll make it stick.
Yes,
You
sir.
can't get money. You sick. You can't spend it if you're dead.
Hey, hey. Steve Jobs was a billionaire, baby, but guess what?
To save his own life.
With all them billions, he would have. He said, "Mac, look here, Mac and Joseph. I would give y'all $5 billion apiece if I can get some more of y'all time."
Man, come on, man. Can't save yourself.
Can't say yourself with billions in the bank. Come on, Joseph, talk to them, man. They're not hearing you,
Can't
dog.
can't save yourself, man. That's the main thing we got to do, man. We got to learn as a man.
Yes,
We
sir.
got to learn to save ourselves, and then we'll learn to save our homes, man.
Brother, that's powerful, brother. Man, you bless you blessing the viewers. So many people gonna hear that, and we gotta save ourselves first. But brother, if
Yeah.
you ain't at peace, ain't nothing around you at peace. That if don't nobody take nothing else from this interview, this chat with this amazing brother, take that away right there. Get some damn
Mm.
peace in your life.
Get some peace, man. Get some peace, because running and gunning and shooting and clubbing it all night, you 40, 50, 60 years old, you still clubbing it like these young cats, man. What you looking for? You looking for peace.
Ooh.
Oh man, find peace. Learn to be alone. You know what I
Ooh.
mean?
Come
Come
on
on,
now.
man.
Come
Learn to
on.
be alone.
Man,
It's
I love
decent,
solitude.
man.
Hey, Joseph, I keep myself with some good company. I keep good company.
I love my company. I have a good conversation with myself. You feel me? I say,
hey,
hey,
baby, I have the best conversations.
hey, Mac, how Richard Pryor say? I say self. I say, huh?
I said, Steph, why we doing that? We doing great. We doing great. All right, let's go, Self.
All right then. What me, myself, and I gonna do? Well, we and us is finna go take a walk and go work out. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My man. Brother,
100%, man.
that's beautiful, man. Now, something, because that's so much on the people, man, that let me transition to something a little bit lighthearted, man. Let's talk about this comedy, man. Now I gotta get into this comedy, man, because I'm a comedy fan myself, brother. So what made you, I mean, you naturally always been a funny dude. But who are some of the some of the comedians that you like and you kind of say a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and made your own style?
Rich man. First of all, Richard Pryor, Eddie
Yes.
Murphy.
Ooh,
Um,
goats.
man,
Goats.
those my Fred Sanford, man.
Come on.
Cat, especially Cat. You know, Cat and Virgo.
Got
Cat
a Virgo like us for sure.
gonna keep it real. You know what I mean? Kevin Hart. But you know, now I work close with some comedians, man, like Dick Dickerson, man, he funny as hell. Corey Bates was crackhead Corey. And the hold on. 1 second.
Yes, sir. Now. Yes, sir. What we got? Ah!
Who that right? Hey man, what that right there, man? That man. They call me Uncle Yodi.
Uncle Yodi. He came to the building.
No, one that don't touch you. What's going on there, man? Hold on, man. I made it like I was at the door. You don't know I'm down here drinking this drink. You know what I mean, man?
I got you.
Man, I'm Uncle Yoda, man. What you doing, man? These my Haraki. You like Haraki? These my Haraki. Yeah, man. Hey, you know I like them women, man. You know how you got the women over there with you, man?
Man, I keep them over here, dog.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what to do, man. You TDD them, man. You got TDD them. Take them slick, make it thick. Trick them, dick them, and drop kick them, man. That's all you gotta do, man. That's all you gotta motherfucking do, man. All right, then, man. Hello, man. They call me Uncle Yoda, your favorite uncle, the one that don't touch you. All right. Here come at the garden, man. I got to get out of here, Mac. Man, I'll be right back.
All right, Uncle Yodi. I appreciate you. Uncle Yodi stopped through the building, y'all. We appreciate Uncle Yodi coming through, man. You just never know who go come through on Cigar Chaps and back, man. My man Uncle Yodi came through.
Who was drinking my drink?
Yeah, man. Hey,
Uncle damn drink.
Uncle
What's
Yodi
up, man?
Hey,
man, Uncle Yodi a fool, man. Uncle Yodi a damn fool, man.
Hey,
so I got in
Uncle... Go ahead.
No, you say you gotta do who?
No, we gotta get Uncle Yodi, man. He gotta get, man. We gotta get him on TV, man.
Bro, let me know. I'll let him know, man. Uncle Yodi a fool, man. So, my comedy came by, you know, just growing up in a household, man. My household was funny, but it was deadly. You know what I mean? My grandma, bless her heart, bless her soul, man. She rest in heaven. You know, close to God. You know, walk and talk with God, man, because she was the light of our life. That's right, and our savior in so many ways, man. And I thank God for her every day because she was one of the angels that can keep me right when I was going left. You feel me? When I was going wrong, she always kept me right. And they you know, we called her Grandma Cat, but they would say, okay, here come Grandma Cat. I straighten up. I don't care if I got that tool on me and I'm in the middle of a war. Be like, hey, time to go.
You niggas will get a pass today. Y'all gonna get a pass today. You niggas will get a pass today.
Y'all get a pass, man. You know, and they know when Grandma Cat hit that block, man, everything ceased. You feel me?
That's right.
So my grandma was the comedian in the family, man. Then I had my uncle Richard, my uncle Larry, and both of them did time. A lot of my uncles did time, man, 10, 15 years, 20 years, life, but comedy came from our family, man. We all a bunch of comedians. It was just I used a lot of my family material to get across to the masses and to, help, you know, push them, keep them living.
Yeah.
Because Uncle Yodi is actually my Uncle Richard. Richard
Wow.
he used to always call himself Uncle Yodi, but that's the name he would use to play with the kids.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, man, then I just was always I had a wild sense of humor, man. So I just took it to the stage, man. Took it to the camera, took it to the stage.
So, bro, you do comedy shows or kind of, what's the path with the comedy?
So comedy is again, man. I just like to utilize all my talents,
Got you.
and I like to keep them. I like to keep them fresh. I like to keep them moving. Like I stay in the studio when I get time.
Yeah.
Um, I go on the stages when I get time.
Right.
Everything is God timing, man. It's not my timing. Everything,
That's right.
everything I
Come on.
use is God. I mean, everything I use to create money, create business, create avenues, not just for me, but for my family.
That's
When
right.
I'm writing, my daughter, one of my youngest daughters, Emily, she's 6. My other youngest daughter is 5. Emily loved to write, so I teach her how to write while I write, because she loved to write. Um, Joke wise, funny wise, Emerson loves jokes, love to play, and I try to utilize everything. But as far as me moving and doing comedy shows, I try to catch as many as I can. I
Got you.
constantly write as a comedian. And I catch as many shows as I can, man. And it just, but everything is built around my family. Even the company I built um, for my medical company, which is a LLC. I created my own LLC to be a floating phlebotomist and medical
Salute.
person. So I try to keep my time free for my family. Everything is built around my family. If you know me, like my mom, my family, my circle, I'm not going nowhere and I'm not doing nothing because money don't mean nothing to me, man. I didn't had a
Come
lot of
on, man.
money, but the time that I can build and have with my children and my family,
Come on.
that's more important than anything. So I'm not going on a show. I'm not going to do a concert or a rap show or a comedy show or promote my book or even my business. I'm not going to do none unless I know my family is situated.
That's called priorities, Joseph.
Priorities, yeah, real talk. Everything
That's
is
called
prioritized around my family.
my man.
Everything.
My, my man. Let's
Like
talk about
if
this book, man. What's the
okay,
name of this book, bro?
so it's called Nicety Neighborhood.
Okay.
And so I'm in the joint, and when you in the joint and you ain't the real niggas, when you in the joint and you can't be around a woman, your mind gonna run on what you can do. You feel
I
me?
know. I can imagine. Shit. Shit.
So it's really an explicit
Yeah.
step by step
Yes, sir.
uh adult book.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can catch it on Amazon Prime. I mean on Amazon.
Nice.
Um
Plug that.
and it's nicety neighborhood, like it's a word play on nicety and nasty.
Got you. Nicety. Okay.
And
Okay.
trust me, you gon' hey, they gon' hey my mama wanted the book because she knew I was an author. She like, okay, you put a book out. It's like, yeah, mom, I put a book out, go on and get it, so she copped it, she copped a few of them so she can get to her friends. So
Yeah.
she like, I'm gonna get some of my church people. I'm like, I don't know if you wanna,
Oh, Mama, you
you
might not
know.
want to get Sister Joseph one. Don't get Sister. Now you don't want to get Sister Smith one. Don't get her one.
So she get the book and when she first cracked it open, she like, what the hell is this? Hey, mom, listen, man.
Mama.
Something I really wanted to write. So put pen to paper, and it was through the pandemic. So I was like,
Okay.
let me go on. you know what I mean, business slow and stuff like that. So I went through that and I wrote it, man, and it's still on there and it's doing numbers, man. It's Nicety Neighborhood, N as in Nancy, ASTY neighborhood, and it's on Amazon. Check it out, copy. And then another testimony, man. I got diagnosed with it on top of all the crazy madness that you grow up with and you go through and you do. I got diagnosed with spinal sarcoid, man, like right before COVID. I got diagnosed with spinal sarcoid. So that alone itself, it attacks your muscles, but it was in my spine.
Okay.
If they wouldn't have caught it, it'd have killed me. So when I found out that when they did all the tests and found out I was in the hospital for like 3 weeks, and they was pumping me full of medicine, going through these different tests and medications. But to God be the glory, man. I just cleared all that, man. Like it's gone and everything, man. Like 2 months ago up to the date, bro, it's all gone, cleared up and everything, man. I was fighting it like maybe a year or two before COVID.
Wow. That's another testimony.
Bro, you can't survive unless you can't fail unless you try, man, and you can't survive unless you fight. You feel me?
Well, you better, man. Come on, man. You just said something slick and made it stick again.
Hey, damn, man, trick them, dick them, drop kick them. You know what I mean? But if you ain't a fighter, you ain't gonna survive, man. I done been through it, man. But you ain't gonna go through nothing. God know that you gonna make it through. And if you keep, no matter what you go through, this is the realest, man. No matter what you go through, you're going through it. That's what you got to remember. You're gonna go through it. Just continue to keep your eyes on God, man. That's it. Because God brought you to it.
So he gonna bring you through.
How you think God can't bring you through it if God brought you to it?
So you can't get this type of testimony, man, at these churches nowadays. You had to get some real people to talk about God.
We can talk about God all day. I'll never run out of words to talk about God. And I'll never be able to give God the ultimate testimony or the ultimate praise, because it's so much God can do for you if you allow God to do it. You know what I mean? And then you got to keep God say, not a Rolex, not a Breitling. God say, watch. That's what you got 2 eyes. Watch the signals, watch the signs, and see God at work. See, I don't say, and a lot of people, they say he, and I don't knock what other people say about he. God is a he, God is a her, all that. I don't get into that because God is the highest entity that control everything.
Come on,
so how can you put a sex on God? How can you say God is a man, God is a woman? That was the first thing of division.
Come on,
let me put a here, and they say, okay, God a man, so that give men more power than women. What? God is a woman, so that give more power than men. That's the division of it.
Come on now.
That's the game. That's the game that the masses gonna play with you. God, that's just like saying, okay, so they say God is a man, so now we higher than a woman. So they say God white, so God white. That mean the white people higher than everything else.
Come on now.
God got blue eyes, so the blue eyes better than any other color eyes.
Come on.
We gotta stop allowing society to play games with our minds when we know what God is. God is the highest entity. God is the highest praise. God is the highest love. God is the highest mercy. God is the highest grace. Whatever you think you is, God is higher than that. Whatever you think, listen, man. You can say, I want this. I want that. God say, I don't want that for you. I'm gonna give you more than that. So I got these boards on my wall, and my exercise board, my financial board, my spiritual board, my health board, my family board, and on my prosperity board for my movies and actings and all that. I got on there different actors that I want to work with. Right?
Yes, sir.
I got Will Smith, I got Denzel Washington, I got all these actors that I work with, but I never said the GOAT, the king of kings, the GOAT, Eddie Murphy. I never said Eddie. Eddie bigger than all them to me.
Eddie bigger than all them.
So watch this. I didn't. So I'm thinking to me, they not mediocre, but I'm thinking mediocre with the rest of them. So I say I got all these actors up here that I want to work with. I get a call. Hey man, you want to be a stunt man for Eddie Murphy for Beverly Hills Cop 4?
Man, get out of here.
I said, what? Do I? Beverly Hills Cop 4 coming out, man. Watch the credits. I'm Eddie Murphy stunt man. I'm Axel, bro, and Eddie Murphy stunt man in the background. Yeah, man.
Man, that's a blessing. So wait a minute. Again, we're not gonna speed past that.
To God be the glory.
To God be the glory. But there's a lesson, Joseph, in that. You were naming cats you felt was attainable through your limitations and through what you feel you can obtain.
Man,
but God say, nah. We're gonna go a step higher. We going to the highest level. Don't put no cap on me. Don't put no cap on what I can do.
Don't put no cap on this. You can't put no cap on this. You can't put no cap on God.
Well, that just ministered to my soul, man. You ain't know, bro.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Listen, man, if anything, I like a lot of people be like, man, like even my homeboys I grew up with, even my guys I grew up with, man, you always smiling, man. You always about life. You always uppity. You always fresh. You always this. Why though? I say, because I appreciate life, man. I appreciate love. I appreciate grace. I appreciate seconds. I appreciate minutes. Because there was times, man. Come on. Man, we was to me, and this ain't no smite against my father, because I love my father. I love my mother. But I felt abandoned.
Right. Me too. I've been there before. Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah. I felt abandoned with you and your homeboy sleeping in cars, man, sleeping in abandoned houses, and y'all hustling and y'all grinding, and it's raining and you cold, and you know what I mean? You in the freezing cold, but you got to get that off. You feel me? You got to get that off. Because you got to go feed who you got to go feed. You got to go feed the wolves. You got to feed the dogs. You got to go feed the block. You know what I mean? But when you ask God in your personal time, in your closet.
Yes, sir.
Let's go to our closet. Let's go to our closet.
Our prayer closet. Yes, sir.
When you ask God in your closet, heal me. I ain't talking about I'm physically hurt or I'm in physical pain. No, heal me, because I'm hurt deep in my heart, my soul, and my spirit. Because the first I felt, and again, it's not anything against my mother and my father, because I love them, but you can't put nothing on your mother and your father about your hurt and your pain, because you don't know what they was going through, and what they was going through, and the abandonment that you felt, that you think you felt for them, probably saved your life.
Bro, what? Only you knew.
They saved, by them not being there, probably saved your life. So you gonna carry that hurt around because they had to help themselves? It's some people you had to take yourself away from, that you truly loved, that you had to take yourself away from to heal. So you gonna hate your mom and your daddy for taking themselves away from you to heal? And now they back in your life and they helping you build yourself where you need to be built at? No, man, you can't take that around with you. So you got to ask God to heal you. And when God heal you, you got to hurt people. Heal people, heal.
That's important, bro, to talk about forgiveness. This is not about me. This is about your testimony. But I'll just share really briefly about me. I was raised by my great-grandmother. Now, Joseph, a lot of shit got to go wrong. Mama wasn't there, daddy wasn't there. Goddamn, you'd have fell to I said my great-grandmother, Joseph. I ain't say grandmama. I said great-grandmother. But here's the thing. Had that not happened, I wouldn't be who I am today, bro, because guess what? She reared me in church. She was the one that put me into the Easter plays. She was the one that was put me in front of the microphone. She was the one that was putting God in me. She was putting all of these values in me, this value system in me. But here's the kicker, though. The other children my mother had, they end up becoming wards of the state. So had I been there with my mother, I would end up in a foster home. So what you said is 100% true. God he took me aside, just like he did Moses. He like, this one right here. Come on, right here. Right here, right
Come
here.
on.
I got a
Come on.
plan for this one here. And now,
Come on.
growing up, I resented my mother. I thought it was y'all abandoned me, and all along it was God's plan, and it was His protection. Because had I went that way, well, with the rest of them, I would have been a ward to the state. So I say all that to say, brother, you are 100% million correct, and I think that's confirmation, and that blessed me without you even knowing.
Yeah, because look, man, you gotta think about, cause my dad, man, my dad was living the life, man. He was rough, rugged, and rough, raw, and rugged in the street. You know what I mean? So by him separating himself from us, but still loving on us, man. Cause I resented my dad for a minute. I was mad at my father for a minute. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? But my dad kicked it with me one day, like on some real 1 million shit. He was like, you think I just left you out here? You think I just bust up and whatever, man? He was like, I remember when you got your scholarship.
Mm.
I remember you was blowing everybody out in the water. I mean, you was blowing them white boys out in the water when you got your swim scholarship. I remember when y'all was playing against, because I used to play friendship and AAU and all that. And Canada came here and we went to Canada. My daddy remember when I was playing against the Canadians and going to AAU and all. He's like, I remember boy grabbed a rebound and threw it to you, and you ran so fast you only took 2 dribbles up the court and laid it up. I'm like, man, how you know that? He was like, I was there.
Wow.
I was there.
That's
I
all.
was just in the place. I was in the place that I couldn't show you I was there. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it gave me so much love back for him that I was like, wow, man. But to say that is to say, he said he was in a place that he couldn't appear to me, which means I don't know if he was in a bad place or he was in a place that he ain't want nobody to know he was my daddy because of what he was in.
Right.
You feel me? But at the
Either way,
same
he was
time,
protecting you. He was protecting you either way.
come on,
Either way.
man. So how you mad at your parents? You can't be mad at you can't carry that pain and that hurt around for your parents for not being there. You don't know what circumstances they was in.
You're talking about something called forgiveness, man.
Yeah,
And a lot of people, we struggle with that.
yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
but again, that is not normal. We don't want to normalize. We can say it's easier to say I forgive. It's easier to say, man, fuck them, than say I forgive you,
Ain't
because
it?
that's the society we grew up in. Again,
Mm-hmm.
that's illness.
That's not normal.
It's not normal.
Come on, Joseph.
It's not normal. It's not normal, man. We gotta love ourselves, man. Before to get over that, man, we gotta love ourselves wholeheartedly, completely. We gotta love God even more, and we gotta love the time that we spend with God. We
Amen.
gotta cherish that before we call to heaven, because we going back.
Yeah.
We going. You was created. You was created. Why? How can you create something that don't go back to the Creator?
Come on now.
How can God create us and don't allow us to come back to God?
Mm.
That don't make sense.
No, sir.
Because look, and this is just me. This is my opinion. The first thing
Okay.
that God allowed us to create was the wheel, and that's a 360. That's the 360, the wheel. Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that you look at is created from a 360. And
Mm.
everything that you're gonna learn when you're born. God created us from ashes, from dirt, right? And when you die, you go back to the dirt.
Yes, sir.
That's a 360. That's a 360. So why we wouldn't go back to God? Why God wouldn't let us back?
Talk to him, Joseph.
So you're gonna go through a little hell. Jesus the Christ had to go through hell before he went to heaven.
Joe did. And that was his
Huh?
son. That was his only begotten son.
I'm gonna take a sip on that one. That was
Hey,
who? Say it with your
hey, that was his only begotten son. Hey, can you imagine, Joseph? He didn't say that was one of my sons, my
right.
only begotten son.
My only. And I said
Imagine,
him.
imagine you giving a sin your only one you got.
But watch this though. Jesus said, I'll go to save them.
That's love, there, boy.
Love.
That's love.
Why we
You,
wouldn't go back to God? But you gotta believe. You gotta want to do it. You gotta want to do it, man. My testimony, man. Listen, man. I love, and this is what I be wanting everybody to get to, even the young men. Even when I talk to my sons, I talk to my sons. I say, listen, man. There's nothing you can't do.
Come on now.
There's nothing you can't do. Well, well, sometimes, Dad, I don't believe in God. That's okay. God still believe in you.
100%.
Or sometimes I be mad at you. It's okay to be mad at me. It's okay to be upset at me. But understand I still love you. Understand you can still come talk to me. Understand I'm still gonna be your dad. I don't care how old you get. I'm still gonna be your daddy, whether I'm dead or gone. I'm still gonna be, and that's the same thing with God. No matter how mad you get at God, God's still gonna be your God. You feel me?
Joseph.
God gonna bless you.
Preach. Hey, if anybody say they ain't never been mad at God, then they ain't never went through nothing. If you ain't never been mad at me, hey, if somebody ain't tell me you ain't never had a moment you was like, God, come on, what is going on? And they don't want to be real. You ain't been through nothing. You ain't been.
No, you ain't been you ain't done nothing.
You ain't done nothing.
Have my man say, keep waking up. Keep waking up. You know what I mean? You ain't never lost nobody. Be like, God, really? Serious?
Come on.
You take Kobe, but ain't take Bobby Brown yet?
Hey, we lost Tupac, but did he still here? God damn it.
We lost Pac, but did he still here? Transporting baby kids? Playing with glory holes? Man, come on, man. I'm joking. It's comedian side of it.
It's all comedy, but still, brother, I love it, man. Well, listen, man, we coming up on our time, man. I want to get into your top 5 artists of all time, man. Give me your top 5 rappers of all time. And why?
Man, my top 5 rappers. We alive or dead, or it don't matter.
It don't matter. Your 5, bro.
My 5 is first and foremost is always gonna be Pop. Always gonna be Tupac. Okay. Always gonna be Tupac, man. And then I gotta go with Scarface. Always go with Face.
Yes, sir. I'm glad somebody gave Face Mob some love.
What? How can they not?
But Face is big for us in the Midwest, though. We love Face, man. We love Face in the Midwest. Face was talking that shit to us.
Real talk. Then I said, I gotta go with man, I got my list. Where my list go? I gotta go back in my mind and get my list. So I go with Pop, I go with Face, I go with Rakim. And then I gotta go with Jay.
Okay, Jigga Fo.
Put T.I. right there too, though, because they all speak to me. They all speak to me. You know what I mean? Pac was when I was raging. You know what I mean? But I still had knowledge. It was misplaced knowledge.
Okay.
You know what I mean? When I talk about Face was like my preacher. Face was that preacher, like, hey, come on, man. You feel me? Rakim always gave us that extraterrestrial knowledge. Rakim was like, woo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I still rock with Jay, because Jay talked that hustling. He talked that hustling.
Get that money. Yes, sir.
You feel me? But Jay, like, real talk, my man Bugsy, Detroit Bugsy. My man Bugs put me on Face, man, when I first came in the joint, and I was Bugs Bunky. And Bugs was like, bro, you a wild little dude, bro. Sit back, man. And he gave me the J to listen to on the headphones, and was like, bro, you one of these type of niggas, bro. We gonna get you out of that wild state of mind, man. You know what I mean? And I started listening to Jay, man. But Tip, like T.I. was me, man. A quick story. My daddy thought when I came home from the joint, T.I. was jumping. And my daddy thought I was T.I. My daddy was like, man, you didn't put an album out and they tell me. I'm like, like Rubber Band, man, because my daddy known for me to have the 45, 1, and 9 and the other, you know? He like, and then that was my lingo at the same time. I don't take nothing from nobody, but that was my lingo, talking like, had that Southern lingo, man. And my dad was like, no, I was like, no, who was that? And he put me up on tip, and I'm like, oh yeah, this my guy.
Yeah.
This my kids know, my sons know. If you want to get me right, we get in the car and we ride. They gonna throw a tip, or they gonna throw on Jay or some Pac or some Face. You feel me? Yeah,
Come
man.
on, man.
That's my vibe, man. That's
I
my
love
vibe,
it, bro.
man.
I love it, Joseph. Hey, man, let the people know any upcoming, man, any projects you want to talk about upcoming really quick, man. Let them know where they can find you, bro, before we get up out of here.
So you can get me on IG, man, Mr. Godsent 360. You can catch me on Facebook, Joseph MD Polk, or Joe Mr. Godsent Polk. TikTok, same thing, Mr. Godsent 360. YouTube, tap into Mr. Godsent, man. I got short films on there. I got my comedy on there. I got my music on there. You can go on Amazon, Mr. Godsent on Amazon. You can check out my book. If you adult, hey, might get you some extra tonight. You know what I mean? Might get you two up in the house. You know what I mean?
Hey, you might get the two for tonight.
You might get 2 for 1. You feel me?
You know what I mean?
Also get. You can catch me, like I said, you can catch me on YouTube, Mr. Godsent, my up and coming projects. You can catch me on Tubi,
Yes, sir.
Son of Preacher by Blacksmith Enterprise, Janaea and Rocky Black, Street Legal, Dennis Reed, Broken Covenant in a Split Second, Taylor Production.
Come on.
I got Beverly Hills Cop 4 coming out with
Yes, sir.
Eddie Murphy. He doing his stunts. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm doing right now Street Legal season 2 with Dennis Reed. We doing Janaea Blackman. I just did like 3 with them just this last month. We working on one right now with Blacksmith Enterprise. I got one coming with Tokisha Welch out of Saginaw. She's shooting one with us. My man's them Ghost Big Trip. They writing a comedy skit for us. I'm working with Dick Dickerson on the comedy. I'm working with Crackhead Corey on the comedy. I'm working with J. Paul Getty, Fee Schmooler with some music. Oh man, Sin. Hey, she one of the hardest females, man, coming out of SAG. One of the hardest females coming out of SAG. My little cousin, Shadariana, she out the SAG. I'm working with her on some joints. I'm supposed to get with Dane family and them on some joints out of Flint. Nice. Man, I'm working, man. I'm working. I got my business too. So my medical business popping. You know, I just got a couple contracts, you know, doing my thing with that. But most of all, man, it's all about God, man. I wake up in the morning, I give God all good grace. In the midst of the day, I give all God good glory. At the end of the day, I give God good glory, and I thank God for everything. And that's the most important thing about it.
Joseph, brother, I want to first say this, man, from a fellow Midwesterner, fellow Virgo brother. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of your journey. I love the fact that one, you took culpability and responsibility for the good and the bad. A lot of people don't take responsibility for the bad. You didn't blame anybody. You took ownership, but you changed yourself. And the more importantly, brother, you always gave God the glory, and he kept his hand on your life and still doing it, man. So, man, I'm going to tell you, a friend and a brother to the platform. Whenever you want to come back, new projects, you come back, man. But again, I salute you, my nigga. Much respect, and I'm proud of you.
For sure, man. I appreciate the time, man. Not just, you know, with you. I appreciate the time with the world listening to us, man, and tapping into us. You know, it's always gonna be Virgo Nation, because that's what we do. We run the world, Virgo Nation, man. And hey, next time we gonna have Uncle Yodi, man. Do that, man. We gonna have Uncle Yodi up there cooking tacos right now, man. So we're gonna have Uncle Yodi on here next time, and I'm definitely gonna always tap in, bro. And listen, everybody out there, man, tap into the cigar chats, bro. Tap into a Mac, man. Hey, awesome brother, loving brother, God fearing. Hey, it's always good. I love you, man. Take care.
Love you too, brother. Hey, we out. Cigar Chats and Mac. Like, subscribe this, man. We out.